Hi, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and today I want to show you how to use vintage metallic patinas. They come in 4 different colors, and what you have here is an aged bronze, an antique copper, a Victorian gold, and a nouveau silver. And I wanted to do this video just to kind of be able to show you these wonderful metallic colors. So sometimes a little hard to tell when they're in the bottle. It's great to see them in person. So you're going to use them the same as you would use other vintage patinas. And so here's the antique copper, and I just have a little plastic bag here that I'm putting it on just to keep my work surface clean. So that there is the antique copper. Here's the nouveau silver, the aged bronze, and the Victorian gold. So quite a nice range of colors there. And I'm also going to pour out some of my Vintage Glaze, which will work as an extender. It's also going to help to blend these together. And like I mentioned before, you're just going to use them the same as other vintage patinas. So I just have a paintbrush here, and I have a pretty little piece of filigree, and I just want to bring out some accents and highlights, just so I can have a mixed metal look. So I'm going to take a little bit of the glaze and a little bit of the Victorian gold, and I'm just going to paint it on. Now by adding the glaze, I actually made this a little bit more watery, which is what I wanted. I wanted more of a wash effect, so I'd still see some of the natural brass color below. And I'm just going to pull out little highlights. I'm going to call that good for right now. Then I'm just going to play with a couple other pieces I have here. So you can even combine all 4 of the colors together and can do almost like a fiery flame effect. This is vintage art metal I'm painting on top of. You'll notice I'm not using the glaze at this point on this particular piece. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a second with it. There you've got all those colors. So now I'm just going to take some glaze, and at the points where they're joined, I'm just going to go ahead and blend them in, just so there's a little bit more of a washed effect. Go back, add a little bit more. Just kind of have fun with the colors. And then I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm actually going to take the vintage relief block to it and bring out some of that detail again. So now I want to go back, and you could wash out your paintbrush between times, or if you don't mind that you're mixing the colors a little bit, which I don't mind, I'm just going from one color to the next. I really like the blended effect. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of the silver, highlight the little flowers, and maybe the little swag as well. And there you go. So you're getting a really fun mixed metal look. I'm going to call that good. I wanted a few little spots that were the original color. And then with these, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up, do a little bit of silver at the base. And I'm just going to take a little bit more glaze. And just blend it in, just so that it gets a little bit more of a washed effect up towards the top, yet is more concentrated down at the bottom. Here we go. So I love these pieces. This one, I do want to bring out those details. So I'm going to let that dry for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to come back with my vintage relief block and pull out the details. So these pieces are now dry. You'll see that they'll make a pretty little earring set on these 2 that have the silver tips. And then for this one, I do want to pull out some of that detailing again. So it's been about 15 minutes. It's dry to the touch. And I'm just going to take my Vintage relief block and very carefully go over some of those raised details. I'm actually going to go over the sides as well. I want this to kind of have a little bit of a rougher look. I just also really want that mixed metal, almost like a flame appearance, to be very subtle. And by doing the Vintage relief block, it just takes some of the emphasis away from the patinaing and really puts it back on the piece itself, which is what I want. There we go. You can see it has this great aged look. Now, one little note is you'll see a little bit of the patina coming off right here, and that's just because this wasn't quite dry enough. So just make sure that you let it fully dry before you start to use your relief block on it. Otherwise, it might be a little bit peely like that, which is kind of an in-between stage. But I love the look. It has a nice distressed look to it and really interesting with all those different metallic finishes. So I hope you have fun with the Vintage metallic patinas. There's a lot you can do with them, and don't be afraid to mix and match and use several metal colors on a single piece.